On this show, we've been dwelling on how the world sees this win. Prime Minister Modi has more than his fair share of critics worldwide, and we've discussed about them in detail here. Today, we bring you an interview with a man who designed and led the Trump campaign, the chief strategist in the White House until recently, the man who steered Donald Trump to an electoral win. Listen to his thoughts on Modi's election victory and how global leaders see it. Here's Steve Bannon in conversation with WION's editor-in-chief, Sudhir Chaudhary.
Mr. Bannon, Prime Minister Modi is all set to begin his second term. In India, we call it the Modi 2.0 version. He has a bigger majority this time and he has more elbow room. How do you view this for the future of India-US relations?
Well, look, when Modi first won 5 years ago, I was very proud of the fact that Breitbart, which is a conservative kind of a right-wing site in the United States, a news site, we covered that election very closely. And the reason was the day he won, we put a headline that he was India's Reagan. And I've been, incredibly impressed with Modi since the first day I heard of him and started following him in Indian politics. And I would tell the people in India, what I believe just happened is exactly like Ronald Reagan's second win in 1984, his major landslide, which was about him personally and the job he had done. I mean, I think the Western media is absolutely stunned by the scale of the Modi victory. I would say I'm not, because I had tremendous confidence that he would win and he'd win again big. So I think, we'll get to this in a little while about the China situation and other things. It only bodes well for the future relationship with the United States. But the people in India should understand, you come with a lot of power, and one of the reasons you've empowered Modi, I mean, right now on the world stage, I think that he is one of the most powerful of all politicians, simply for the fact, not just the country and how powerful India is, but the mandate that the Indian people gave him for his second term.
Mr. Bannon, you have been a prominent campaign manager. How do you see Prime Minister Modi's victory this time? What lessons does it have for leaders contesting elections elsewhere in the world?
It's a great question, and that's why I point to Modi all the time, is that, number one, be yourself. Modi's a leader, and I think that he comes from humble origins. He doesn't come across as arrogant or a mean person, but a very humble person, a good person. But he will not back down 1 inch on what he believes. And most importantly, what he believes is in the interest of the citizens of India and his nation. And that's why I tell people, I said, if you want to, and this is why this victory is so important. It's so important to other leaders in the world, because I say, look, do what Modi did. What Modi did is what Reagan did. Reagan spoke to the common man and they connected. Reagan had the media against him. They tried to destroy Reagan. They tried to destroy Modi. The same exact media companies that have attacked Modi attacked Reagan 30 and 40 years ago. And Modi did not flinch. He did not back up. He didn't apologize. In fact, he doubled down and tripled down. And because the people in India, I think, which is the only market that counts, said, hey, I admire him. I believe in him. And when he says the watchman, and he took that thing of a very humble thing in the humble districts of India, he connected with people. And I think in a very difficult time, with an economy that's still in a turnaround, they said, hey, this is my guy, and they gave him a resounding victory. So I tell every leader that I see, and this is why I'm so proud that we met Shali years ago, 6 years ago now, and he really got us thinking about Modi. We were the first site to talk about Modi as Reagan. And if you look at it, there's been no leader on the world stage over that period of time that has stuck to his beliefs, and the citizens have rewarded him with just an incredible landslide victory to empower him. And frankly, Modi now takes his position on the world stage because now he's a world leader. This is a very significant time in Indian history, and obviously we're in a very important historical time with this geostrategic relationship between the West and China, and India will be a central part of that, and Modi will be one of the leaders in that.